You know, at this point, it's pretty much a dead meme, but it's not common Mattel does something good, I guess, and that can apply to both the show and merchandising. However, recently, at least in terms of products released, I would argue there's been a big step up in quality, which for me started with the Wooden Railway resurgence, but was pretty much solidified when I found out Blue the Great and Thomas & Friends were collabing to make a limited run of collector edition Thomas models. I had pre-ordered this back in 2021, but now, in April of 2022, finally have it to review it. And while I was initially skeptical when I first saw the product, now that I actually own it and have seen it up close, I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised, and I think you guys will be too. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is my review of the Blue the Great and Thomas & Friends collab. So, let's go ahead and get into it.
Sir? Sir?
Venture, I don't see any other ships in here. We're the only one.
You guys know me. If there's one thing I appreciate with a product, it's a good box it comes in. And when it comes to this collaboration, it is definitely something that catches the eye. With an almost wooden gray and black background, a black and white Thomas & Friends logo on the top, a white band that wraps around the box with Blue the Great and Thomas & Friends logos on it, as well as blue spray tags on either side of the box. What I also thought was really cool is it appears the bee is smoking a Thomas pipe. And the fact that that was allowed on a actual licensed Mattel product is just so cool to me. The bottom is where you'll find your different safety things, as well as a large text explaining that this isn't a toy but more of a collector's item, which is exactly what I plan to use this for. I'm not even sure if I'm going to take him out of his display case. But I feel like that's enough about the box. Let's talk about the model now. Kinda like I said before, you'll find upon opening the box that the Thomas comes in a pretty small display case, which definitely isn't something new in terms of diecast collecting, but for Thomas & Friends, I can't recall a time this has been done before, so that was super interesting to see. Thomas is held by two screws on the bottom, with a large transparent case around the entire top, so you can see and appreciate the model without having to, well, remove it. Another small Blue the Great tag resides on the top of it, and while being very simplistic, I think this is something that's very crucial to this drop. If this Thomas, say, came in standard packaging, it definitely wouldn't be as special. And the fact that Mattel thought ahead for collectors is pretty cool here. But let's take a closer look at the Thomas itself. Now, it was stated in trailers and previews before this product came out that Blue the Great was a little bit skeptical, and wasn't sure if he was going to be able to do a lot to the model.
I think initially I thought it would be a lot of restriction. Don't touch that, don't change the color of that, don't move that, but it was kind of the opposite.
It turned out Mattel gave him a lot more free reign than he expected. So this Thomas is definitely a unique one, and I'm very happy they did that. On the top, it appears the Thomas is wrapped in a mummy-like bandage, with his left side also featuring another blue tag, as well as a character created by Blue, which I believe is named Brian, and also likely inspired this very unique livery Thomas is wearing right now. The bandages make their way to the back and other side of the model, but unfortunately these are pretty bland besides that. There's not another tag, there's not much there besides the bandages themselves. Looking at the top of Thomas, we see a couple cartoon clouds, which I think signify that he's puffing, with the large one on his cab roof featuring a signature from Blue. One of my favorite parts, however, has to be the face, which doesn't feature eyebrows or even eyes that are quite normal. Instead, Thomas has two, well, basically black Pac-Mans for eyes, that are made to look very cartoony, and I think really helped tie this model together to make it that much more unique. However, unfortunately, that is where the designs end. The wheels and running board, everything else is pretty much standard. But this is something I struggle to critique. As some of you guys know, Blue the Great also made a large version of this Thomas model, and this was replicated on that as well, so I'm not sure if this was a intentional design or something he chose to do. But personally, I wish there was a little bit more there, but maybe that's just me. And the last thing I want to do is critique an artist's vision. While overall not plentiful, the extra designs this Thomas features are very crisp and overall just solid. I can't see a single misprint or thing wrong with it, and imagine the same quality control was held with other models. The tag and character on the side are very visibly there, and printed to a very high quality. The bandages on the back and other side are as well. Even the puffs of smoke feel intentional, and very much help to tie into this very simplistic but overall amazing design. Something that I never expected to see from a licensed Thomas product, but one that I couldn't be more excited to actually now own. Not only because, again, this Thomas is very unique, but for what this could possibly mean for future releases. I don't know about you guys, but I personally would love if Mattel would partner up with other creators or artists and release products like this. Creatively, it's definitely a step in the right direction. And while I know this will definitely not float everybody's boat, admittedly the Thomas is a little creepy, for me it's just cool to see Mattel branching out and trying new things. And honestly, I wish them the best with this one. One, because if it goes well, they may make more. And two, I want a James collab. Give me the diecast James, please. I'm begging. If I had to give a rating to this product, it would be an easy 8.5 or maybe even 9 out of 10. The only things holding it back being, again, the lack of design on the wheels and running board, which may just be a little thing for me. Again, I'm not sure if that was intentional by Blue, but packaging-wise, quality-wise, it's all very much there with this product. And on the chance any of you guys can pick one of these up, I highly suggest you do. Not only is this a one-of-a-kind in terms of the Thomas brand, but just something cool to have. It's definitely one of my favorite art pieces I own now, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this review on it. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to like and subscribe for even more Train content. There's always more stuff on the way. Really quick, I want to give a huge shout out to my patrons. And with all of that being said, thanks again for watching, guys. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.
Go, sir. Captain Avatar's battleship will be on the Mars orbit in...
Roger. Go, sir. Roger.
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.